Hello, Cobra Nation. Welcome to the Sunday Snakepit. We are here back for the postseason. I've enjoyed a little bit of break, but of course the real life gets in the way sometimes. So unfortunate, but we are back and going to have this episode, and we'll have another episode next week for the National Arena League
Championship.
championship game. So that's going to be fun. You don't want to miss that. We're
Big
gonna
excitement. We already have our hotel booked.
Yeah, hotel is booked, so
Check.
we are on the way. Um, we'd like to know if you're going to be traveling to the National Arena League Championship too to watch the Carolina Cobras. If you are, let us know. Like I said, just interested in seeing how many fans are going to turn up. Um, we're getting ahead of ourselves though. Let's talk about what happened.
Yes, last night was amazing.
Yep. So let's start on the other side of the bracket here.
Okay.
Guys, if you're not though, please subscribe to the Carolina Cobras YouTube channel here. Like I said, you can watch all this. Like I said, especially coming up to the championship weekend, we're gonna try to have as much fun stuff as we can. Maybe trying to stream some of the media day stuff. Like I said, a little bit of the stuff with the players, so we can get some access and, like I said, be able to make time for that. It's gonna be great. So just make sure you're subscribed here. Hit the bell button so you get the notifications when we go live. Anyways, again, the other side of the bracket, the Sharks Empire. That's the first thing we wanted to look at. This game didn't. I think this game went final just about the same time as the Sharks. I mean, as the Lions and Cobras knocking stuff off the desk here. Anyways, this game was up in the MVP Arena in Albany. It was the Albany Empire hosting the Jacksonville Sharks, and this is as close as you can get. I mean, really, the Empire wins 68-67 over the Jacksonville Sharks, who were the fourth seed, taking on the number one team. So you can't. I don't know. I mean, obviously we were at the Cobras game, so we weren't able to watch it live. And in fact, funny side story, as we kind of got down to the wire here in Carolina, it's kind of like everyone kept asking, what's the score then? What's the score of the game? All the players, everyone was interested. What's the other game? What's how much time they have left? What's the score? Who's up?
And absolutely, I mean, everybody around us is like looking at phones and checking things.
It's funny, and I said it a lot last night, but in Carolina it was all smiles. I feel like everybody had such good energy. But again, so that means the Empire
fans bring that energy. So if you can, anyway, get your butts to Albany.
Yeah, I know it's a tall order, and it kind of stinks that the Snakepit's not going to host the championship game based off of
we were all rooting for the Sharks last night.
Yeah.
So it was tough watching because that game kept going back and forth, back and forth.
It did. I mean, you look, and it was consistently every time you looked, and it's funny they both this game and the Carolina and Columbus game had the exact same score at halftime. So if that tells you how much of a difference there was in the gameplay. But again, Albany advances. They get to host the NAL championship game. I think they hosted last year too when they won, didn't they? I believe so. Again, yeah, because they were the number one seed. I think they've been the number one seed like in their every year of their existence, basically. But again, Jacksonville drops this game, and so Albany gets to host. We're going to be there. It's going to be fun. I'm so excited.
Personally, I'm going to be loud enough for like 4 people.
But Cobra Nation, we need you there if you're able to make it. I mean, I know there's tons of fans I saw last night at Snakepit that are already asking questions about whether there's going to be travel accommodations made.
Like who, like the tailgating group and stuff. Any of those guys are going to like get it up together. I love it.
But yeah, again, like I said, people. I think the team's trying to look into right now getting together, maybe a bus or some sort of travel. I know right now it's not the ideal time to be doing that kind of stuff with what gas prices are and everything. But I think they're looking into making some accommodations and arrangements if that's possible. Keep an eye on the Carolina Cobras Facebook page. That's probably gonna be the main place you'll see where they post that information. If they end up getting a fan bus going with a ticket deal and travel, all that rolled into one, that'd probably be your best bet right now. But again,
and if we hear anything, we'll be definitely sure to let you know.
Absolutely. But again, so Carolina and Columbus last night. That was a fantastic performance. We get to see Jonathan Bain step back in, take the reins.
It was good to see him back. It was good to see, that he's able to get out there and just bring it home for the team.
A lot of people, I think, it's been a question up in the air, and I think I don't want to say that was the plan all along to bring back Jonathan for the playoffs, but I think there was a lot of questions and things that people were concerned about. Again, would he be prepared? Would he be able to come back? Or we still had Malik on the team too, so they're just, like I said, a lot of things up in the air. But I don't think he missed a beat. I mean, he came in 244 yards, 5 touchdown passes,
guns a blazing.
Like I said, exactly what you want to see. And big shout out to Adam Smith too. I mean, that he put in so much work last night. That the one play, like I said, I mean, if for some reason you missed it, but I mean, Adam goes out deep on the just like a little fly route, and the Columbus Lions bite on it, and I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful hookup between him and Jonathan Bain. It was perfect. Like I said, just you couldn't ask for a better night, really. Like I said, like, okay, if we can say the 1 ounce of rust that Jonathan Bain had may have been on that opening series where they threw the interception in the end zone, but
just had to,
knock that off, and from there, like I said, at a point when it was Columbus 10, Carolina 0, that was the last time it was really a game. From there on out, Carolina's buckled down, and I mean, they were in the driver's seat the whole time.
They definitely were like, hey, didn't let off the gas. For sure, it was great to watch. You love to see it.
It was perfect. Like I said, so that punches their ticket to the championship game. Let's see. Let's go ahead and play. We got a little bonus clip here. We're going to show you guys. We talked to Trey Long last night after the game, and if you, like I said, for some reason you had already zoned out by that point, his interception really is, like I said, sealed the deal. And that was 15 seconds left. There was no coming back for Columbus. We're gonna play that little part of that clip for you guys here, so we'll switch over to it.
Got to give it flowers to Coach Green and Coach Asson too. They just stay on us all week about being who we are, being the best defensive group in the league. And sometimes, a lot of times, we don't play as we should. But I think tonight we put in a pretty good game together all around.
And like I said, you're going to be facing the Albany Empire. They just defeated the Jacksonville Sharks, so you guys have beat them 3 times in the regular season. Be going to face them in the championship. What do you expect to see from them?
Probably trick plays. I mean, you beat a team 3 times. They'll probably come with something different that they haven't done the first 3 times. So we just got to study all week, the 3 games we played and the other games they played, see what new things they did, and I think we'll be fine.
All right, well, congratulations. Like I said, you guys are going to the championship. That game's going to be in Albany. We'll get a time and date for you guys later on here. Again, congratulations. Did you get to keep the game ball?
Yes, I did. I gave it to my girlfriend. Yes.
Okay, all right. You're nicer than I am.
Shout out to her.
That's it. Carolina Cobra fans, look forward to seeing your Cobras in the NAL championship game.
Right. I love that. Like I said, that was great for Trey to do that. It was, and I love that he gave all the kudos to Mike Green and Anton Yarborough. Like I said, they just Anson Yarborough. They're great coaches. I mean, like I said, the defensive effort they put in is just phenomenal. And this really is this isn't the Carolina Cobras team that we saw a few weeks back. That where everything was kind of going against them. It was an uphill battle for a while there. This is the same Carolina Cobras team that went 5-0 to start the season. It's basically the way I look at it. Like I said, it's a fresh start all over.
It's like they found their groove again.
Yeah, like I said, getting Jonathan Bain back, that really just solidified that. Like I said, I mean, it took all the doubt out of it.
Well,
after
yeah,
that game.
and not even just that, but like he's definitely I mean, other than obviously being the quarterback and being a key member of the team that way, we're lucky enough that we get to be in the bench and we see how he interacts with everybody else there. Like he's always there. Like
his leadership is
his leadership
something
is
you
great.
can't replicate.
He's going on and he's always rooting them on, or hey, don't worry about that one. We'll get it on the next one. Like it's definitely, like, I actually have chills right now thinking about it. It's kind of impressive to see.
It is. It's great, and like I said, you just can't replace that leadership. I mean, I know it's irked him so bad not to be able to play over the past 4 weeks, but again, it is. See, like, TC Stevens, a lot of times, he's really hard on himself about, missed kicks or, whatever, what have you. But, it's the way, he's really dogging himself, and Jonathan Bain's saying, you're fine. You're doing great.
Yeah.
It is. It's a camaraderie thing that's just you can't, like I said, can't duplicate anywhere else, and we're lucky to have it here in Carolina. Um, Again, Cobra Nation, if you're looking into it, you'll see, like I said, of course, we have scrolling across the bottom. It's usually scrolling. It looks frozen. There we go. You can get your 2023 season tickets. They're on sale if you're not a member of the Snakepit already. You really want to be. Like I said, if you've came to a game, if you've brought anyone with you, and it's been their first game, to me, that's the most amazing thing in the world. Is just the first time that somebody comes to an arena game.
They're like, oh my God, you're going to love it. Like,
I love bringing people to Carolina Cobras games just for that fact, because, like I said, it's an excitement, especially, when they don't know what to expect. They've never seen arena football before. It's awesome. Like I said, that is, to me, is my favorite part, is introducing it.
Okay, well, I was going to say, my favorite part is you don't have to worry about the weather.
That's true. I do. Like I said, you're never gonna get a rain delay for an arena game. Like I said, you don't have to worry about the wind. It's not gonna be too hot. It's not gonna be too cold. It's perfect all the time. Brian Littleton, go Cobras, championship bound indeed. Yes, and we're so excited about it for sure. Again, this is the third time that the Carolina Cobras have gone to the National Arena League Championship. Of course, they won in their inaugural season against the Columbus Lions.
Yeah.
So like I said, and that next year, 2019, like I said, the team going 9-5 over the season and going to that Jacksonville game. We were there. We went to that. We traveled to that championship game. So, of course, this will be the third time the Cobras have gone. It'll be the third time we've gone to the championship game. Like I said, you really don't want to miss it. If you've got the means to go.
There's an energy that you cannot duplicate in that moment of everything happening, whether you're in, no matter what arena you're in, but like just these teams that are like literally they're out there battling for the ultimate, the pinnacle of their season, obviously.
Yeah. It's win or go home at that point. And like I said, I mean, Carolina has been on both sides of it.
Yeah.
They've had the highest high and the low, right? And so, like I said, we really look forward to that. We're going to kick it over to another interview we had here. We sat down with the sit-down interview. We had Josh Resignalo, the head coach, finally join us. Like I said, he's such a busy guy pre-game. Trying to catch up with him is just a whole different task, to be honest. And it's funny, we joke about every time we've talked to him, he's got gum in his mouth or something.
He's like, I just put this in.
It's just so funny. Like I said, great guy all around. So we're gonna kick that over to you guys and let you watch that, and we'll see you in a moment.
Hey, Carolina Cobra fans. I'm here with head coach Josh Resignalo. Josh, thanks for joining us right here. It's been a crazy season so far. I'm gonna ask you the big question. I always ask everybody, who is Josh Resignalo?
I'm me. Yeah, I'm a Marine. First and foremost, I always
we thank you for your service. That's something we always appreciated.
Thank you. I always lead off of that. That's my most cherished accomplishment in my life, because you earn that. You earn the title of a Marine. So I miss my time being a Marine. I'm still a Marine, but being in it is two totally different things. So so that's what kind of got me with the football stuff. That's the closest thing to the military aspect. Your camaraderie, organization, leadership, just everything. Everything I learned of being a Marine has translated for me to be a coach. I started playing when I first got out of the Marines in 2005. Played 2 years at this level. Always was a backup, so wasn't really getting a whole lot of time. And
what position?
Quarterback.
Okay.
So traveling around doing the circuit like everybody else. Working a regular job and then drive 2 hours of practice and come back, and it's a grind. So, big ups for these players. And a lot of people don't understand what all these players go through.
There's a lot that goes into it.
There's a lot that goes into it. You just don't show up and play. So,
okay. Well, all right. So, tell me about the transition from playing to being a coach. What was your first job you got coaching?
Yep. So I've been coaching high school. Last year was my first year not coaching high school since 2006. Really? So. That was a little bit of transition as well. But I got hooked up with arena stuff. I played 2 years, like I said, when I got out of the Marines. Started coaching, doing some scouting and some AFL scouting stuff. Traveled around for the Tulsa Talons going into the 2011 season. So that was pretty cool, traveling the country with Clayton Banner. He's passed away, he's not with us no more. Yeah. But good friend of mine, mentor, got me hooked up with a lot of people, which kind of led to building my own network. So I got my first head coach job in 2011 with the Harrisburg Stampede. I was with the Columbus Lions in 2013 as a defensive coordinator. Bounced around to some other stuff as a head coach with Cape Fear in Fayetteville in 2014. Then I was with the Torch in 2016. I did some consulting in 15. 17, I was with High Country Grizzlies in the NAL, the first year of the NAL. So that was pretty awesome experience in Boone. It's a pretty awesome place. I thought I was going to be.
Though.
I wanted to be.
Dome, right?
It's the I can't remember the name of Convocation Center or something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going to stay there for a while. Like I wanted to move to Boone. You know,
it's a nice place up there.
Great area. So, and then that just led to I went to the Havoc, the Atlanta Havoc in 2018. I started off as the OC, then I took over as GM as well. Won my first championship, not as a head coach, but I was the GM, OC. We had a fire team.
I always joke that was actually the first game I saw you guys at. You guys played in Charlotte against the Energy.
Yep.
So.
And we met some at the tailgate here with the Cobras. I've known Coach back for a little bit, so stayed with him, and that's how I got hooked up with the Cobras going into 2019. Took over as the defensive coordinator. Had a great season. They just come off their championship win. We had a lot of momentum. We made it all the way back to the championship. Lost in the final seconds. That was tough. Had a lot of momentum going into 2020, and then COVID. That's when I actually took over. I actually left with Billy to Spokane, and it just wasn't going to work out. My family didn't want me to go that far away, so that was a little tough. So I got a job. I went back to doing some sales for a construction equipment company. And then when the ownership found out I stayed, they had already hired a coach.
Right. Yeah, I remember
so
that.
For whatever reason, things didn't work out, and they were trying to get me to come back on staff. And the head coach and I at the time, we just had different philosophies, so we just didn't see eye to eye on certain things. So I didn't think I was going to be coaching anymore. And then a couple weeks later, they called and asked if I wanted to take over. They were going to go in a different direction, and so here we are. Last year was my first year, so the head coach.
So far this year, it's worked out pretty good. You guys are 9-5 right now. Again, we talked about it all season long. Is that every Cobras team has only lost 5 games, and here you guys are again 9-5, same as that 2019 team. So again, kind of a similar position. But you're here at the postseason. What's kind of like the mindset going into this one?
Man, it's been a long season. Everyone knows of the
freak things have gone on.
And some we didn't really have a lot of injuries going on up until the point when Bain got out. You just have nicks and bruises and here, that, and stuff, and get different guys throughout the rotation, mixing it up with the Iron Man. That was a change for everybody. But when we lost Bain, it was one of those things that we changed as a team.
Yeah, rocks the foundation a little bit,
and it was tough. So the last 4 weeks we've been surviving. I feel to be 500 out of the last 4 weeks is great. We lost one close that we shouldn't have lost. We lost pretty bad in Columbus.
Right.
That was.
Well, we talked about it.
It is what it is.
There's been I think there's 3 games where you guys have lost by less than a field goal.
Yeah.
So,
Jacksonville, one of the Jacksonville losses.
The last one here with Columbus. It's just.
So it's one of those. It's one of those things you look back to see where would we be if Bain didn't get hurt. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe 3 losses, 2 losses, maybe 3 losses. I always thought in my mind going to the end of the season we were going to split one of the ones in Jacksonville. Just it's tough to play there, man.
Right.
I don't care what we got going on. That's a heck of an environment to play a game in. So it's not a good place for an away team for sure.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you the rundown questions here. So, what's been your favorite moment being the head coach of the Cobras?
Just the excitement from the fans. We didn't really have a whole lot of excitement last year, so just the energy that they bring, and we're growing our fan base, and we're not the biggest crowd, but we have the most heart as a group, and that kind of culminates of what we are as a team, overall.
Gotcha. All right. So, out of your guys, I want to ask you, which one do you think's the funniest?
The funniest?
Yeah.
That's a toss-up between ZB and Ings. ZB and Kendrick
Those
Ings.
are perfect
Zach
guys
Brown
for that.
And Kendrick Ings, yep.
Who's the most serious?
Most serious?
A couple of the guys said it was you.
I
think DJ Myers said it was you.
I'm pretty serious. I try to keep. I'm even kill, man. I'm not yelling all crazy. I'm not all excited. I try to keep it level. So if you got to turn it on in a moment, they know it's go time. If you're yelling all the time, they're gonna be like, "Oh, here he goes again."
Right. It loses its effect, right?
Yeah. So I would say from a player standpoint, probably Zig. Zig don't say a whole lot, but he means business, man. He's a man of business. He's been playing for a little bit, and he's the best center in the league, and he's got a lot of respect from a lot of his teammates too.
All right. So here we're gonna go hit the rapid fires real fast. All right. So scary movie or funny movie?
Scary.
DC or Marvel?
Neither.
Neither. All right. All right. Online shop or in store?
Online.
What's the best wing sauce?
Your traditional buffalo.
All right. What's worse, laundry or dishes?
My wife would say both for me because I don't really do either.
She's going to call you on that, isn't she?
Dishes. I don't like doing the dishes.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
All right. Rather go to a concert or a sporting event?
Sporting event.
What's your team?
Oakland Raiders. Oh, well, Las Vegas
whoa,
Raiders
whoa,
now.
Whoa, you're showing your own age now. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
And would you rather drive or be the passenger?
Drive.
All right. Toilet paper, you go over or under?
You talking about with the roll?
Yeah.
Oh, man, my OCD kicks in if it's not coming over.
It's got to go over?
It's got to go
All
over.
Right. All right, well, Coach, I want to finish this up and say we really appreciate you guys having us do this all season, make your guys available to us. You guys have been great all through practice and everything. We really enjoy the opportunity to work with you guys. So that's all. Well, hopefully we get to see how this game goes. Good luck tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll be on to the championship, right?
We just got to finish, man. And here it is what we play for.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was head coach Josh Resignalo, and according to plan, the Carolina Cobras are headed to the NAL championship. So, again, I feel like we were beaten into the ground, but can't express how much it means. We need all of Cobra Nation that are able to make that long trip up to New York to do so. And again, it's going to be a fantastic time. You don't want to miss it. This. Again, your 2023 season. I don't know why this keeps freezing up on this time around. I'm just playing with this ball. I was doing that while the interview was running. But again, 2023 season tickets are on sale.
Get them, yeah, because you want to be a part of that.
Yeah, especially because we were going to mention starting next year already, we've got one expansion team announced for the National Arena League. That's going to be in Fayetteville.
So that's not going to be a really far trek for us, though.
It's wild too, back a few weeks back when we were doing an episode on the show here, we talked about
expansion teams.
Expansion, yeah. We said it was kind of a little, we called it a pipe dream at the time, saying, oh yeah, like have another in-state team for the Cobras to play against. We were thinking about Charlotte. Fayetteville never crossed my mind during that whole conversation. It was a maybe, Raleigh maybe, but Charlotte was the big target I thought about.
Yeah.
I did not expect Fayetteville. Oh, geez, camera just whoa. There we are. We're back. Sorry about. Jeez. All right. Everything just Murphy's Law. Anyhow, but again, Fayetteville was not the team expansion I had anticipated. Of course, that information came down the pipeline a little early to us, but it was kind of like, okay, cool. I'm excited about it. The doctor is the owner of the team, Dr. Twaddell. I'm not 100% sure how to say his name. I've just called him Doc the whole time I've interacted with him. So,
Yeah, that's how you do it.
But he seems like a great guy, and like I said, he's the official announcement. I don't think it's came out yet, but he's mentioned it several times. I don't know. I feel comfortable saying that it's the Fayetteville Mustangs will be the name of the team.
Like I said, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're unaware, the Fayetteville State University.
They're the Broncos, and we can know because our brother's an alum there.
Yeah.
So
Again, and they're gonna be playing at the Crown Coliseum, which is a nice venue down there actually. The Fayetteville Marksmen and the Southern Professional Hockey League play out of there. Like I said, we've been there for a couple of concerts and different events.
Things, yeah.
So like I said, it's a nice place down there, and it's only an hour and
40 minutes from Rainsboro, roughly.
Yeah. So again,
Less than 2 hours.
Cobra Nation, you guys, we got really, this is a gift.
Yeah, and honestly, it may actually be closer because we do have some people that come from the outer rings.
We mentioned it, like I said, when we were talking about expansion, that Cobra Nation, not everybody that especially we meet everybody in the tailgate group and stuff. They're not all Greensboro locals. A lot of times, people are coming from 30, 40 minutes already away to go to these games in Greensboro. So again, this is excellent because before the next closest away game you could travel to was Columbus, and that's 7 hours. So now it's an hour and a half. It's just an overnight little trip. I mean, you can be back before dark during the summer. So it's fantastic, and this is really like going to help grow the league. And again, this is going to be just incredible for Cobra Nation. Like I said, we're going to have the ability to do, again, away games. I mean, like I said, and then you think the Fayetteville fans are going to be coming to Greensboro.
I'm sorry, I'm just really excited about it.
Like, I mean, again, like I said, it helps. It helps the league, but we've talked about, how much this would cut travel when we talk about Charlotte, would cut travel for Carolina and actually a lot of the other teams around. How it would benefit everybody in the league, and this really, like I said, is going to help Carolina a lot. Like, well, I guess it'll be Carolina and Fayetteville. I assume that, Fayetteville Mustangs. So, like I said, we're going to have a proper in-state rival. It's perfect because, like I said, Jacksonville has Orlando. Like I said, Georgia, Columbus, them and Jacksonville have always had their thing. Carolina hasn't had a proper rival, I don't think.
Yeah.
So
I can agree with that.
I don't know. I mean, guys, who do you think? You can tell us who you think the Cobras rival has been to this point. Again, like I said, we're gonna have the in-state rival with Fayetteville now, and I don't know if maybe the rest of it will go wayside. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. It's gonna be interesting though. Again, guys, you want to, like I said, really think about that. Your 2023 season tickets, if you don't have them, go ahead and get them. And guys, you can, again, subscribe to the Carolina Cobras YouTube page here. Like I said, we're going to be headed up for the championship weekend in Albany. And like I said, we're going to try to bring you guys some more behind the scenes content.
We're going to try and post as much as we can, like also to the Cobra Nation page.
Yep. On Facebook. So
you can follow us there. It's at NAL Cobra Nation or Cobra Nation NAL. Jeez, why do I always do that?
The tag was, funny story, that tag was made, I think, the week the Carolina Cobras were announced, way back when. So so that probably needs to be updated of some sort. But again, guys, that's where you can find the information. Check that all out, and I think that about wraps it up here. The only thing I want to go over before we do is I want to bring this up. The Cobra Nation page, we actually put up we're doing a little bit of a bracket challenge. So, right, we don't have a winner yet, obviously, but we do have someone that's leading that.
Oh yeah,
Donna. I think
Donna Levinson.
I think that's who it is.
She's
killing it.
I know who to call when I need to know some information about something.
I'll put that up on the screen for you guys real fast. Yeah, there we are. So we got the bracket, and so we're doing the total points allowed during the game. So Carolina ended up with 116 points, 65 of those for Carolina. Albany with 135, they got 68 of them. It doesn't matter. The total points though are just going to be a tiebreaker thing. So if you got the bracket right so far, if you picked the Empire and Carolina Cobras to be in the finals, it's on the right track right now. So we'll see how it goes. And of course, we're gonna have a little swag bag Carolina Cobras prize pack for the winner of that bracket challenge.
I was checking it out. Yeah, like right now, like Donna looks to be the closest.
Probably so. Anyways, like I said, after the next 2 weeks, we'll know. Like I said, so guys, follow the Cobra Nation page too. Like I said, we try to do some fun stuff like that just throughout the season. Like I said, typically we've been giving away tickets on this show here, but we can't really promise you tickets to Albany. That's outside of the realm of our power. So, guys, again, this has been the first postseason episode. We look forward to doing it again in 2 weeks when we are in Albany, in New York. Like I said, the hotel's booked. We're just finishing hammering out
the plan together.
Yeah,
yep.
Hammering out the plans for travel arrangements. But guys, like I said, and if you're not able to make it, you know what to do. Watch the game live on the National Arena League YouTube page. It'll be on there where the same as every other Carolina Cobras away game. So that's going to be your routes for that, either in person in New York or the National Arena League YouTube page. Again, like I said, one of those is much better than the other. So keep that in mind as you put it together. And again, like I said, get your season tickets for 2023. See the debut of the Fayetteville Mustangs. And I'm excited because that's going to be, however the schedule falls out, going to have to be at those games. Like I said,
absolutely.
Carolina Cobras versus the Fayetteville Mustangs. It's going to be perfect. So, all right, that's all. That wraps it up for us here. Gina, any final thoughts heading into our short break before the championship game?
I don't think so. I think just keeping this energy alive, keeping this excitement going. I'm ready to see what the team is gonna do. Like,
Give us your prediction for the championship matchup. Point total, because we already know who's playing. So what's the point total?
obviously. Okay, point total. Oh god, we threw me on the spot there. You do yours. You do yours.
Okay, all right. Well, there's I have both the semifinal
yeah,
scores
yeah.
up there
Okay.
for you, so you can kind of look at that and
So-
figure it out.
I'm gonna say Cobras 69
Okay, nice.
to the Empire's 53.
Okay, all right. So I will go. I'm gonna shoot high. Carolina Cobras 72. You know what's bad is that I don't remember what my official bracket total was, but Carolina 72 to the Empire 60. That's it. That's your championship, Carolina Cobras.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Watch it. If that like score came up like perfect, someone would say it's rigged. But it's rigged in our favor, so I wouldn't be mad. That's all. That's all that's here for you guys tonight. Again, like I said, tune in, and we'll see you guys then for the Carolina Cobras championship matchup against the Albany Empire.